The world had barely recovered from the first shock of Bai Lu's emotional plea when she appeared again, this time not as the soft-spoken actress fans had known, but as a woman determined to uncover the truth. The cameras rolled quietly that morning, capturing a moment that would soon become one of the most replayed clips in the history of Chinese entertainment. Her voice trembled at first, but there was no mistaking the fire behind her eyes. "Yu Menglong didn't deserve what happened," she said slowly, each word carrying a weight that silenced everyone around her. "I stayed quiet long enough. But not anymore. Enough is enough." The press conference hall was packed, but you could hear the faint buzz of the lights overhead. Reporters didn't dare interrupt. The same Bai Lu who had once kept her emotions hidden behind carefully chosen smiles was now standing in front of a wall of microphones, unshaken, unfiltered, unstoppable. Behind the scenes, Dylan Wang and Shen Yu had already seen the video before it went public. Shen Yu reportedly broke down after hearing Bai Lu's voice, saying she never realized how deeply Bai Lu had been affected by Yu Menglong's passing. Dylan, on the other hand, watched the entire thing in silence, his jaw tightening with every word. Then Bai Lu did something no one expected. She reached into her purse, pulled out an old photo of Yu Menglong and whispered, "He wasn't just a co-star. He was family." That single sentence tore through social media like wildfire. Fans began sharing every clip, every interview, every behind-the-scenes video of the two, searching for clues. The hashtag Justice for Yu Menglong climbed to the #1 spot within hours, with fans demanding that the truth finally be revealed. Soon, messages began flooding in from fellow actors and directors who had worked with Yu Menglong. One director posted a heartfelt note, saying, "We all knew something wasn't right back then. But we never thought it would come to this. Thank you, Bai Lu, for having the courage to speak." What made it even more emotional was the revelation that Bai Lu had been working quietly with Yu Menglong's family for months. Documents surfaced showing she had helped fund private investigators, reach out to authorities, and even contact international organizations to reopen the case. In one of the most emotional moments of the broadcast, Bai Lu revealed a recording Yu Menglong had made just weeks before his passing. His voice was calm, almost too calm, as he said, "If something ever happens to me, tell them I never stopped believing in good people. Tell Bai Lu, thank you." The hall fell silent. Some reporters lowered their cameras. Others looked away, unable to hold back tears. Then came the twist no one saw coming. A leaked transcript from an internal industry meeting surfaced, exposing that certain powerful figures had been trying to silence anyone who spoke about Yu Menglong's case. This revelation turned Bai Lu's plea into a movement. Within 24 hours, thousands of fans gathered outside the studio holding candles and posters with Yu Menglong's face. They didn't chant. They just stood there in silence. Some fans said it felt like a memorial. Others said it felt like justice finally knocking on the door. Dylan Wang posted shortly after midnight. His caption was short but heavy with meaning. "Some stories deserve to be told. Thank you, Bai Lu." Shen Yu followed with a simple message, "The truth always finds its voice." By morning, Bai Lu's press video had surpassed 10 million views. News outlets began calling her the voice of courage. What started as a personal outcry had grown into something far greater, a collective awakening within an industry known for silence. In the closing scene of the documentary that followed, Bai Lu was shown standing near a quiet lakeside, the same place she and Yu Menglong had once filmed their first drama together. She placed a small flower on the water and whispered, "You can rest now. I'll keep fighting." The water shimmered under the sun as the screen faded to black. And for a moment, even through the noise of the world, everyone felt the same thing: peace, grief, and respect for a friendship that refused to be forgotten. Bai Lu's stand had done more than honor Yu Menglong. It had shaken the walls of an entire industry, proving that truth, no matter how long it's buried, will always rise again. And somewhere, perhaps unseen, the story of Yu Menglong was finally finding its ending, through the strength of a woman who refused to let silence win. The next morning, the world woke up to a storm. Bai Lu's emotional statement had already gone viral overnight. Millions had watched her tearful video, but no one expected what was coming next. Her team had confirmed that she was heading to the press conference in downtown Beijing, where the official investigators would speak for the first time since Yu Menglong's case shocked the entire industry. Cameras flashed, microphones crowded, and reporters screamed her name, but Bai Lu walked in calmly, her eyes red from sleepless nights. Inside the hall, silence filled the air. Every celebrity who had once stayed quiet now sat frozen. Shen Yu was there too, wearing a black coat and avoiding the spotlight, her face pale with guilt and pain. Dylan Wang sat behind her, staring into nothing, remembering the last message Yu Menglong had sent before everything fell apart. When Bai Lu finally stepped up to the podium, she didn't read from a script. She didn't even look at the teleprompter. She simply placed her phone on the table and played an audio recording. It was Yu Menglong's voice, soft, trembling but filled with regret. He spoke about trust, betrayal, and how the people closest to him had turned away when he needed them the most. His final words echoed through the hall like thunder. "I only wanted peace," his voice said. "I didn't ask for fame. I didn't ask for lies. I only wanted to be heard." The crowd fell silent. Some cried. Some turned off their cameras. Shen Yu lowered her head, her tears falling quietly. Then Bai Lu spoke. Her voice was steady this time, though her eyes still glistened. "Enough is enough," she said again. "Yu Menglong deserves justice, not pity. He was more than what the media called him. He was kind, patient, and real. And the world forgot that." She paused, letting her words sink in. "If truth means standing alone, then I'll stand alone. Because silence is what killed him inside." Those words broke everyone. Even the journalists who had come to write another scandal found themselves unable to speak. After the press conference, Bai Lu disappeared from the spotlight. For 3 days, fans wondered where she went. Some said she was in Yu Menglong's hometown. Others said she was visiting his family in secret. And then, on the 4th day, a new video surfaced online. It wasn't a statement or an interview. It was raw footage. Bai Lu was standing in front of a quiet countryside house, holding a bouquet of white lilies. Behind her was an elderly woman, Yu Menglong's mother. The woman's hands trembled as she held Bai Lu close, whispering words no one could hear. The clip spread faster than wildfire. Fans started sending messages of support, flooding social media with hashtags like #Justice for Yu Menglong and #Bai Lu stands strong. Even other celebrities began to speak. Dylan Wang posted a short message that read, "You taught us what silence can destroy." Shen Yu shared a single picture, a candle burning in the dark, with the caption, "Forgive us." And Wang Yiba, who had once worked closely with Yu Menglong, broke his silence too, saying, "Behind every smile in this industry, there's a story no one sees." It became more than a scandal, it became a movement. 2 weeks later, the investigation results came out. The truth was painful, but clear. Yu Menglong's downfall hadn't been self-inflicted. It had been orchestrated, by people he trusted, by voices that wanted to silence him permanently. Bai Lu returned to the media only once more. This time, she didn't cry. She didn't break down. She stood strong. She read a letter that Yu Menglong had written months before his passing, a letter she had kept hidden, unsure if the world was ready for it. In it, he wrote about love, about friendship, and about the price of honesty in a world built on masks. He ended with one haunting line: "If anyone ever remembers me, let them remember that I tried." The crowd wept, and Bai Lu closed her eyes. "Now," she said softly, "you can rest." That night, the sky over Beijing lit up with candles and paper lanterns. Fans across the world joined the tribute. Streets were filled with music and tears, as people whispered Yu Menglong's name into the air. Bai Lu didn't appear on screen again for a while. But weeks later, she was seen on the set of a new drama, one based on the story of a man who lost everything and the woman who fought to bring his truth to light. When reporters asked if the story was inspired by Yu Menglong, she only smiled. "It's not just his story," she said. "It's the story of anyone who's ever been silenced." The scene faded out with her standing under the evening sky, holding her script close. Behind her, a faint melody played, the same song Yu Menglong had recorded before everything changed. Fans called it the Song of Justice. And every time it played, it reminded everyone that truth doesn't die, even when the voices that spoke it are gone. Bai Lu's voice, quiet yet unshaken, echoes as the screen fades to black. He may be gone, but his truth will never fade. Justice isn't just about punishment. It's about remembrance. And I will remember him. Always.